Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Myguyknowsaguy here on my sports betting predictions channel. It's time for another live NBA betting stream. It is Wednesday, March 11th. Can't wait to dive into this slate with you guys. I do think that this is even though we had more options yesterday, I do think we do have a few more quality options today. NBA picks, player props, and predictions. Shout out to the sharpest chat on earth for patiently waiting. I hope you guys are doing well today. Best of luck to you with all of your bets. Drop those bets in the chat. Let's see what you guys are on today. Let's attempt to hit a roundhouse kick on the books. How are you guys feeling after Bam Adebayo dropped 83 points yesterday and we watched it together? That was absolutely crazy. It was extremely controversial the way that the Miami Heat went about it, but it was still impressive nonetheless. But yeah, from a betting perspective, we have 6 games in the association today. We have a couple of decent games. Houston Rockets against the Denver Nuggets in the late slate, and the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the LA Clippers after the T-Wolves got destroyed last night by the Lakers. Luka Doncic triple-double there. We also have Brandon Ingram making his return to New Orleans against the Pelicans. The Raptors are on the road in New Orleans. We have a couple of decent teams on the road against tanking teams. The New York Knicks on the road against the Utah Jazz, and the Charlotte Hornets on the road against the Sacramento Kings. And then we have a great game possibly to start the evening with the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road against the Orlando Magic. Should be some fireworks in the association where suspicious lives. How do you guys feel about the slate? Hit the like button for me. I actually didn't announce the stream. I'll post it in the Discord soon. But big shout out to everyone that's been in my free Discord, sharing info with each other. Big time bettors in there as well. It's been very impressive to see what you guys have accomplished in just a short period of time. Let's keep it going, guys. I am always rooting for you. Vote on the poll in the chat. Who covers tonight? The Minnesota Timberwolves or the LA Clippers, guys? Who are you rolling with? Kawhi or Anthony Edwards? Excuse me. Kawhi or Anthony Edwards. Excuse me for that. And stick around because I do have multiple bets to put up on the board for you. I will explain a few bets, and I'll break down a few of these games. I'll go through my list of player prop projections. We'll go through the injury report. I'll interact with the sharpest chat on earth. It's not even close. If you're new here, I'm Myguyknowsaguy. This is my sports betting predictions channel, and I've been running live streams during the NBA slate, like as in during the games, 4, 5, sometimes even 6, 7 hours all season long. It's been absolutely amazing to meet so many cool people, and and just watch these games, win these bets with you guys. It's been I'm grateful to do this, every single day. It's, we have so much to be grateful for. But best of luck to you guys. Just before I get started, hit the like button for me. If you're new here, subscribe, turn notifications on, and always remember to never bet more than you can afford to lose. We are dealing with a game of chance here. No matter how accurate your data sets may be, no matter how confident you may be, you can get wiped at any moment. So just always remember that you are in control of your funds. Don't chase your losses. Be responsible, and let's have some fun with the slate, guys. Let's see who's here. Drop by in the chat. As I said, if you guys are here, you guys have notifications on. I did not announce the stream. I'll probably tweet it out and let the Discord know. Let me do that as well. And you guys, if you want to say hey in the chat, I'll give you guys a shout out in just a moment. Give me a second just to tell the Discord that I went live. And we will continue right now. One moment, guys. Okay, just about done. Okay, and that's done. Thanks for your patience, guys. If you want to join my free Discord server, it's in the video description below. And once again, best of luck to all of you. A few more people should be joining us now. 1 second. Yeah, so we are ready to roll. Let's see who's here in the chat, and then I'll go ahead and speed things up and help you guys get ready for these games. I'm going to put a few bets up on the board. All I ask is that you guys hit the like button while you're here. It really does help more people see my stream. Let me fire up the chat, the sharpest chat on earth. How's it going, Tasha? Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. And thanks for reminding me of the schedule as well. Always laugh when I see that. How you doing today, Tasha? Ben Williams as well. Welcome back, fam. Leak Roofing in the chat. No, you don't have to prove that you're human every time. No, it's only the first time you enter. Welcome back, Roofing. The Real DJ. Yep, how's it going to you as well? Thanks for the positivity. Thomas Chow in the chat as well. Welcome back, fam. He's rolling with Tristan Da Silva over 16.5 PRA today. Best of luck to you. Bank of Dennis, welcome back as well. I do hope you're having a great day as well, fam. And best of luck today as well. Ace of Spades in the chat. Welcome back, Bank of Dennis. He's rolling with Maxime Renaud over 24.5 points and rebounds. Neat Clifford over 23.5 PRA. DeMar DeRozan under 21.5 points and assists combined. Best of luck to you as well, fam. Jared Weiss in the chat. How's it going, brother? Hope you're having a great day and welcome back to the community. JPMP, welcome back. Martez Denny, how you doing today? Who else is here? And then we'll go ahead and get started. Hepic7, how's it going, fam? J Wall, TO, K Bills, I see you as well. Ivo Andrich, D Lord 76. Who else is here? Lawrence Robinson, Hugo, my bro Hugo. He's been crushing it with tennis as well. Welcome back, brother. Kel Pope, welcome back. And Jeff Morris as well. I hope you're having a great day as well, Jeff. Tyler, Vin HQ. I see you guys. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Nothing to hide from me. Yesterday, I lost about 2.5 units. I had a bit more success later on, but honestly, I had a ton of plays yesterday, guys. It was also my first losing day in the NHL since relaunching there last week. So I went 5-7 in the NHL, but it wasn't that bad because the majority of the picks were plus money bets in the NHL. I did hit a couple of decent winners, plus 170 or whatever. But either way, it was a slightly losing day there. And but overall, it was a down day. And I'm going to try to bounce back today. I did take a good look at the slate. Going to look at it again right now with you guys. And I'm going to try to bounce back in real time right here. So what better place to do it than right here on stream with the sharpest chat on earth. Let me know how you guys feel about the Bam Adebayo thing, in the chat. I'm really interested in your opinion, just from a fan perspective. Did it rub you the wrong way? We watched it. It was scandalous, a bit shameless, but at the same time, it was still impressive. We watched it. Maybe they were chasing a bit too much with the Kobe record and stuff. Some people, a lot of Kobe Bryant fans, were definitely not pleased about that. But at the same time, who doesn't want to be in the record books, right? So, the people who are discrediting Bam Adebayo, I feel as though they didn't watch how he came out in the first quarter. If you go back and look at the highlights and how he dominated in the first quarter, the rhythm that he was in, I think he should have, I think people should at least appreciate the fact that it wasn't just a complete chase job in the second half. It was in the second half, but the first half was spectacular. I don't know. I think he's getting some unnecessary hate. I understand, the Kobe Bryant, I'm a huge Kobe fan, grew up watching Kobe, literally grew up watching Kobe, and the 81 points, people do forget that when Kobe scored 81, the last 7 points of the game for him were all free throws as well. It wasn't like 43 free throw attempts like Bam, but Um, I mean, why can't we just appreciate both performances? You know, why can't we? I mean, it's almost like, like cult like behavior. I'm a huge Kobe fan, but I don't like. Uh, I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but either way, let's get started, guys. I'm gonna go ahead with some quick injury report news, and we will go ahead and get started, guys. I have a ton of NBA bets, so I'm about to share them. Let's get the stream up over 100 likes. Tijon Solon is out for the Charlotte Hornets today. Grant Williams is out for the Hornets as well. He's been playing pretty well since returning, and that's a pretty underreported story amongst NBA analytics guys. How well Grant Williams has played after missing more than a year, just about a year with a severe ACL tear. But he's out. He hasn't been playing on back-to-backs for the Hornets, so they do take a bit of a hit there in their front court in terms of depth. But yeah, they're still playing the disgraceful Sacramento Kings, who won last night's edition of the Tank Bowl against the Indiana Pacers. So today for the Kings, Devin Carter is out. He played pretty well last night. Malik Monk is out for the Kings. Russell Westbrook is out as well. Nothing about DeMar DeRozan. Looks like DeMar DeRozan is going to play. Kyle Anderson, a.k.a. Slow-Mo, is going to play for the Timberwolves tonight. Ayo Dosunmu is questionable, though. Keep that in mind with their backcourt depth. Dorian Finney-Smith is out for the Houston Rockets. Josh Hart was questionable for the Knicks last night. He's been downgraded to doubtful. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. Jakob Poeltl is questionable for my Toronto Raptors. Jonathan Conchar is out for the Utah Jazz. Jace Richardson is out for the Orlando Magic. Jonathan Isaac is available to play today for the Magic. He was questionable earlier. Looks like Ace Bailey is going to play for the Utah Jazz, but Keontae George is questionable. Wouldn't be surprised if Keontae George sits. Cam Johnson is probable for the Denver Nuggets. Big game tonight, Nuggets, Rockets. How do you guys feel about it? What else here? Apologies, 1 second. Jamal Murray is probable, so we're going to have to keep an eye out there. They do play the Spurs tomorrow, I believe. This is a very difficult stretch of the schedule for the Denver Nuggets, almost brutal. I mean, you played the Lakers, OKC, now you're playing the Rockets, you play the Spurs tomorrow. I mean, this has to be the most difficult stretch of the season for the Denver Nuggets. But either way, this is the front end of a back-to-back that the Nuggets play the Spurs tomorrow, so Jamal Murray is probable. He'll likely go, but let's see. You have to keep an eye on it. There's a lot of wear and tear on those knees. Jarrett Allen is out once again, so I think this is the 5th consecutive game that Jarrett Allen of the Cavaliers will be missing today. And that's about it in terms of relevant news for today's games. So the big pieces of info that we're still waiting to come in is Keontae George of the Utah Jazz. And keep an eye out for Jamal Murray with that probable tag up until game time. Jakob Poeltl is questionable as well. And then it doesn't look like Josh Hart's going to play today. So we can go ahead and start breaking down the games. I do have a ton to share here, and let's get started. Hit the like button for me. Welcome in, everyone. I just want to say I'm sending nothing but positive vibes to you guys, and I hope you guys crush it once again. Let's go. I think I'm going to have at least 5 or 6 picks for you guys here. There's actually one I'm going to put on the board. I'll explain it in a second. But just in case they rule Keontae George out randomly, I'm just going to get this on the board now because I already bet it. And it might not be a very popular pick because of the line. But I do think that the New York Knicks destroy the Utah Jazz tonight. I think they go into Salt Lake City and absolutely destroy them. So I'm going to get that up on the board for you now. The Knicks spread minus 14.5. And I bet that to win a full unit. Let me know if you guys agree. If you don't agree. I just got that on the board for you now. And I will add more bets. Hold on. And I'll get back into the chat in just a second. Let me just refresh my notes and go ahead and start breaking these games down because I do have a few picks. A couple of my picks might be controversial today. There might be 1 or 2 players that I'm betting on who might not be very popular with the planet Earth or the chat. but I am betting them. I'm going to continue to roll with my system in certain spots, and that's the bottom line. No, I'm just joking. Let's continue here. We're going to start with the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road against the Orlando Magic. Both teams are undermanned today. Obviously no Jarrett Allen, fifth or sixth consecutive game. I have to double check there, but and then obviously still no Franz Wagner. No timeline on the return for Franz Wagner either, and no Anthony Black for the Magic. The Magic are at home here. They're currently 3-point underdogs. 1 second, I'm having trouble just getting these stats open. I definitely have a bet in this game, so just hold on. And drop those bets in the chat, guys. Okay, and now I'm ready. Okay, so the Cavs are, as I said, they're 3.5-point favorites now. The total is 225.5. This is a Cavs team that has failed to cover the spread in each of their last two games, although they are coming off of a win against a Sixers team the other day. On Monday night, we watched that game together. A Sixers team that was missing their top three guys, Embiid, Maxey, and VJ Edgecombe. There was a backdoor cover. They won by 14, so they won by margin, but they didn't cover the closing line. The Sixers hit that buzzer beater, and I mean, not a buzzer beater, but that three with like 20 seconds left to hit the backdoor cover there. But from a basketball sense, the Cavs were playing pretty well through three quarters. I think that they were on cruise control in the fourth quarter there, and the Sixers were still going for it. A bunch of marginal players that were still sort of trying to prove themselves. I did like what I saw from the Cavs offensively through three quarters in terms of their ball movement, in terms of their efficiency. It seemed like their three ball was falling, obviously against much easier competition compared to the Celtics team that really stifled them defensively on Sunday afternoon. But nonetheless, I did like the adjustment that I saw with their assist to turnover ratio. They kept turnovers to a minimum. They were able to really make that extra pass, and they played an unselfish brand of basketball. It seemed like everyone was knocking down their threes, where most players were knocking down their threes, except for one player that I'll probably talk about soon. So James Harden was obviously the catalyst in that. They're going up against the Magic team that has improved. Offensively over the last 45 days or so. They've dramatically improved their three-point shooting. They've been pushing the pace after the All-Star break as well. They're sort of playing a different brand of basketball now with different guys in the lineup. Remember, still no Franz Wagner. Anthony Black got injured. But nonetheless, this team is still finding ways to win games, and by margin recently, they've won three of their last four games in blowout fashion. Now, one game was against the disgraceful Wizards, but they do have two wins here against the Bucks. But Giannis didn't play that day. But they did win by 39 points on the road, which is always impressive. And then the game where we bet the Magic together before that, they won outright as 6.5-point underdogs on Saturday afternoon against the Timberwolves. They absolutely destroyed the Timberwolves by 27 points on the road. And that was such an impressive win. Their defense seems to be coming alive as well. But at the same time, even though Anthony Black hasn't played for a couple of games, I do feel as though, this is a team that is still, to me, they have to prove that they can sort of get back to that elite defensive efficiency that we saw earlier this season when Black was healthy. They're starting to build a formidable backcourt there with Jalen Suggs and Anthony Black. A bright spot for them has been Javon Carter. He's cooled off a bit here over the last two games, but Javon Carter as sort of a sixth man for this team, along with Tristan da Silva. They've surged recently. in as role players with their offensive efficiency. Both players have been big time catalysts for this Magic team in terms of their depth, in terms of their adding value there at the end of the rotation. Neither of these teams have been profitable full game against the spread this season. But it does, it is worth noting that both teams were terrible against the spread for about the first 30 to 40 days of the season. And, that I can say that for the Cavs. The Magic were pretty much horrible against the spread full game again up until the All-Star break, but they've been, since they've made an effort to push the pace, which I found it confusing why they were one of the slowest paced teams before the All-Star break, but now they're one of the fastest paced teams after the All-Star break. Before the All-Star break, I did find it confusing because they do have athletes, they do have a few dynamic athletes, and it didn't really make sense for them with the personnel that they have on the team to sort of slow the game down as often as they did. But they've benefited from this quicker tempo. It's resulted in obviously more shot attempts for them. This is a team that they've won a lot of games, especially when they attempt more free throws than their opponents. Now you can say that for a lot of teams, but a big part of their success recently has been Paolo Banchero, Mr. Storage Room himself. Before the All-Star break, but since the All-Star break, I don't think he deserves to be in the storage room. Mr. Paolo Banchero has been playing much better recently. He seems to be more confident. We know that he was dealing with an adductor injury, I believe, a groin injury earlier this season. He struggled with his confidence, in my opinion. And not in my opinion. I mean, he said it, and head coach Jamal Mosley said it. But it does seem like since the All-Star break, we're starting to see that sort of tank in Banchero in being able to put his head down, put the ball on the floor, and get to the rim, get to the free throw line at a high rate. We're seeing so many more free throw attempts from Banchero since the All-Star break. These teams have history, guys. You guys remember two seasons ago, they did play in the first round of the playoffs. And the Magic, or was it last season? I forgot actually. The Magic, they pushed the Cavs to 7 games. In the playoffs. It was a pretty exciting series. That was sort of the coming out party for Paolo Banchero. So there does there tend to be fireworks when these two teams play. But at the same time, you look at the Cavs. They haven't played well full in terms of the full game spread recently. But I actually think that the pace that the Magic play with could help the Cavs in this game because they've performed better recently in faster paced games. They've actually struggled in their half court sets when they play in slower paced games recently. This is a team that is starting to feel the effects of not having Jarrett Allen out there. Jarrett Allen, obviously, he doesn't average 20 points a game, but his ability to relieve pressure, on his teammates, just as a dynamic rim runner. And his ability to score in transition. I mean, Jarrett Allen was in the middle of he was playing the best basketball of his life in February, guys. So it was really sad to see him get hurt. But in terms of a possible game winner here, I actually do lean towards the Cavs to at least win this game. They're 3.5 point favorites here. I do lean towards the Cavs. There's one area of concern here, which is why I didn't bet the spread yet in this game. I actually have this one circled for possible live betting opportunities. Is the offensive rebounding recently without Jarrett Allen. They have suffered in that area. We're not seeing that same level of aggression from Evan Mobley. Maybe it's the calf strain. Maybe it could be confidence issues. You never know. But we're not seeing that same level of offensive rebounding output from this team compared to when Jarrett Allen was playing. And the Magic, they've actually been cleaning up on the offensive boards recently over their last 3 games. And they've been generating a ton of quality second chance opportunities. This should be a very interesting game. One other cause for concern for the Magic, I said one, sort of bad thing about the Cavs. A bad thing about the Magic recently has been, even though they've been winning games, they have been turning the ball over in terms of at a higher clip recently, in terms of their turnover percentage. So that is a bit concerning, but they've still been getting big results. So it hasn't really held them back. I think that the Cavs need They don't need obviously, I'm not going to say they need the win, but I think this is a big game for obviously both teams. But the Cavs are the ones that are sort of reeling here. I don't think it's a good idea for them to sort of go into the playoffs on autopilot and sort of on cruise control. Yeah, I know they're dealing with injuries with Jared Allen, but this is a team that, in my opinion, needs to increase their level of urgency. In my opinion, yes, they're obviously going to be a playoff team no matter what, but you don't want to enter the playoffs with an older James Harden who might be out of rhythm at that time. Now, at this exact moment, James Harden is playing really well, but they need to really get to the point where we start to see dynamic offensive performances from James Harden and Donovan Mitchell in the same game, as opposed to what we've seen recently where they sort of take turns as to who is going to be the primary scorer in the game. I like to see a couple of efforts here against better teams where they're both on the same page offensively. It seems like when Donovan Mitchell performs well, James Harden's off. When Harden is on, then Mitchell is off. Now, in today's game, I do think we're going to get a big game from Donovan Mitchell. The pace that the Magic play definitely, bolsters his chances of having a net positive offensive performance today. Also, we've seen this Cavs team, their assist to turnover ratio has been through the roof. Even though they haven't been getting those results, they have been making the extra pass. They have been playing the right style of basketball. It's just that before that game against the Sixers the other day, where they finally, had a decent victory, their shots just weren't falling. Their shots just simply weren't falling. But that they definitely came alive from distance on Monday night. Let's get into some of the player prop projections here and share a few plays that I have. Well, there's one that I'm definitely going to share. Let's see what the chat's on in a second, and go ahead and hit the like button for me as well, everyone. Just give me one moment. Drop your bets, everyone, and hit the like button for me. Okay, player prop projections here. Let me just refresh this one more time. Now, there is a bet that I bet in this game. It's not going to be popular, guys. It's not going to be popular. But if he doesn't cash this time, he'll go in the storage room for the rest of the regular season. But I have had success with Sam Merrill. I know you guys don't want to hear that. His shot he's in a bit of a slump here. But at this line of 9.5 points, this discounted line, relative to the usage that we're still seeing from him, I am running it back with Sam Merrill today, but it'll be a bit smaller. And I've already bet it actually at over 9.5 points at minus 122 odds. So I'm going to list that on the screen right now. We are going to see more possessions here in this game. This is no Anthony Black on the court as well, a player that would normally act with his dynamic defensive game. He would normally act as a safety valve for this Magic team defensively on the perimeter. And I think that the Cavs will have success once again from the three-point line. And one of those players that will benefit today will be Sam Merrill. Wouldn't even be surprised if his teammates make a concerted effort to get him going because they need him. They need him. I mean, they traded DeAndre Hunter away. Was supposed to be their 3-and-D guy. Didn't work out in Cleveland. Yes, Jalen Tyson has emerged as a sniper of sorts, But when you look at how this team is going to want to perform in the playoffs, these are the sorts of games where you have to get your role players going who are effective three-point shooters. And Sam Merrill, I think, is going to benefit from the pace in this game. So I already bet him. Sam Merrill over 9.5 points at minus 122 odds. And I think he could have a big game. I know that sounds a bit backwards, but I think he could have a big game today, guys. He'll definitely get the opportunities to do so. So, I mean, at the end of the day, this guy is still a 44% three-point shooter this season. These are the sorts of prices where when you look at the volume as well, attempting 7 threes a game in a bit of a slump here over the last 3 games, but relative to his performance across the rest of the season, this is a discount here. I think the books have over-adjusted this line, and Sam Merrill is going to let it fly today. You know, I did look a bit closer at the Cleveland Cavaliers beat reporters today. You know, I listened to the head coach after the game against the Sixers. There's nothing to me that would indicate that he's injured at all. And we have seen that this Cavs team, they do take a cautious approach with injuries. If he was hurt in any form, they would just sit him. So that's how that makes me a bit more confident. He wasn't listed on the injury report in any form either. So all systems go for Sam Merrill today. If not, I probably won't bet him again until the playoffs. But this is a player that I've had success with, although I fell on my face in spectacular fashion on Monday night when he scored 0 points. But I am running it back with Sam Merrill. Best of luck if you're tailing. Let me know if you're tailing. Even if you don't agree. Let's see who's here as well. Hey, welcome back, Cleveland. He said Merrill will break out of his slump. Shooters shoot. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think he's gonna break. I think we might see a breakout performance today from Sam Merrill. Joe Nesbitt, welcome back, fam. He said, "Do you know what I did last night? I cashed out my winning parlay, picked the Hawks over 135. They got 136. You made $60 instead of $250. That's tough. The cash out can be your friend or your enemy at times, guys. Sometimes you can cash out and end up really regretting it. I'm not the biggest fan of cashing out my bets, but at the same time, I'm everyone's different. Welcome back, Jay Darby. He said he's tailing as well. How's it going, fam? I'm just catching up on the chat right now. Hope you're doing well. KC Mike, Awo's on. Roll 51 said, how do you feel about Brandon Ingram playing against the Pelicans? I like Brandon Ingram today. I'm going to get into that in a second. Ivo Andrich as well. He thinks that Dean Wade over 5.5 might be much better. Best of luck either way, Ivo Andrich. Tasha is betting on the Clippers team total over 114.5 and the Nuggets first half minus 3.5 as well. Best of luck, Tasha, and I think I'll be tailing once again. I appreciate you. Welcome back, Martez Denny. He's saying Mobley double-double or Paolo Banchero double-double. Did you bet either one of them? Best of luck. Jimmy NY is rolling with the Orlando Magic plus 3.5. Best of luck to you. And what else do we have here? And welcome back, Jimmy. DC United, welcome back. Jamal Murray under 21.5 points for him. He said Amen Thompson will lock him up. Okay, best of luck. Drop your bets, guys. Vin HQ said Jabari Smith double-double plus 625. Best of luck to you as well. MK Hanada said, I think the Orlando Magic are a good underdog to win here. Enjoy the game and best of luck. Ben Thompson said Sam Merrill over 4.5 rebounds and assists combined. This is the sharpest chat on earth. Best of luck, guys. Jay Darby said he has Evan Mobley to record a double-double. Okay, best of luck, fam. Best of luck. I think I might roll with you guys. A couple of you guys are saying that. How do you guys really feel Evan Mobley double-double today? Cleveland said he's also betting Evan Mobley 2+ blocks today, and he even sprinkled 3+. He's been rolling with Evan Mobley 3+ blocks on a higher alt line recently. Best of luck. Akira, welcome back. Yeah, I see a few of you guys in the chat. Jonathan Corbett, Ocho Loco as well. I see you, Godlike Player. Jobin Hoopin, welcome back, fam. Hey, if you guys, K-Bills, I see you all. Lou Rilla, Sahib Chopra, Expert Fire, Sammy D. I see you guys. Hey, do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe as well. Let me get through a few of my other projections in this game, and then I'll speed up because, I'll speed up for you guys and make sure I get these bets up on the board. So, also we have a we only have 2 games in the NHL and hockey tonight. I do have 3 NHL bets today, props. Hit the like button for me, guys. I'll share all 3 of them for free with you guys. I'll put them up on the board in 10 minutes, but smash the like button for me, guys. I truly appreciate that. If you guys can get the stream to 150 likes, and I'll put all 3 of those bets up on the board in just a few minutes for you. Yesterday wasn't the best day, but it wasn't that bad either. Because because of the odds. Today I have 2 plus money bets and 1 bet that's a bit juiced, but I bet only 2 games. So let me get back to the NBA games. Smash the like button and best of luck, guys. Let me just refresh the lines once more. Let me know if you guys see anything in the background that I need to be aware of while I'm speaking. And much love and respect to all of you guys in the chat. We are all trying to help each other win. And if you're just joining, don't bet more than you can afford to lose, guys. Always be responsible out here. Let's keep it going. So yeah, I do think Donovan Mitchell 25 plus might be a solid parlay piece here. I do think we could see a bit of a track meet in this game. I'd be surprised if we see a very slow-paced game here. That would be counterintuitive for both of these teams, in my opinion. And I think Donovan Mitchell is a high-end scorer, could be the one to benefit from that. Maybe we see James Harden take a step back here. I do have a positive projection for Donovan Mitchell over 27.5 points. But at minus 125, I fell back there in this one. Who knows? Maybe I can put together a same game parlay or something in this game. I mean, it doesn't start for an hour. There's no early tip at 7 p.m. Eastern. This game doesn't start for another hour. So we have enough time to sort of come to that conclusion. But I do want to let you know that I do think that we could see an inordinate, a large amount of, a ton of free throw attempts, I should say. Sorry for a tongue twister there, but I do think we could see a ton of free throw attempts from Spida in this game, guys. And I'll let you know, I do have an idea for maybe a same game parlay or a 2-leg player prop parlay. I'll put it up on the board. Yeah, I'm putting up all my bets for you guys. And shout out to everyone that signed up for frenzyforecast.com, my daily sports betting newsletter. Today I'm giving all the plays away for free. So, but I just know that I did publish a newsletter earlier, for those who are subscribers there. But either way, let's get back to this here. And wow, thanks a lot, Little Monster. I truly appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat donation in the chat. One of the absolute realists in the community. And it's not even about the donation. You just have been an amazing contributor here in the community. We truly appreciate you. I truly appreciate you for that kind gesture. And thank you so much, Little Monster. I'm always rooting for you and everyone else in the chat. Thanks a lot, my brother. And I wish you the best of luck today, man. And everyone else here. Thanks a lot, seriously, for that kind gesture. Let's keep it rolling, brother. Make sure you guys check out Little Monster in my free Discord. He's printing for all of us in college basketball. He's in the middle of a monster college basketball run. No joke. I think he went like 9-1 or something. What was the record yesterday? It was ridiculous. And I caught a couple wins with you, although I was busy in the day. I do thank you as well. Join my free Discord server in the description below. And don't be afraid to connect with some of the bright minds in there, guys, including Little Monster and everyone else. Cleveland, Tasha, K Bills, Dennis, J Darby, Jobin Hoopin, Hepix, all of you guys, man. So many names. So let's continue though here and drop those bets in the chat, everyone. Okay, so okay, I had this listed earlier, as a possible play, but it could be correlated to more shot attempts for Sam Merrill. I mean, we saw a random scoring performance from Keon Ellis the other day, guys. Now, he is a 3-and-D guy. He is capable of knocking down the three. He is a 36% three-point shooter, but, he's only a 39% shooter overall across the field. He doesn't really get to the free throw line like that. They have his points line. Keon Ellis of the Cavs set at 5.5. I actually wanted to bet the under. I wanted to bet the under, but because I have that, listed as a possible play here, but I'm going to stay away from that. I'm just sharing, I'm going through each play here that's on this list of projections. I'll let you know which ones I bet. I do think that it could be fade material after a random 19-point performance. And although he has been playing a bit better recently, he's been averaging 7.4 points per a game over his last 10 games or so. I just don't see him coming anywhere close to repeating that. But 5.5 is just a bit too low. But either way, I mean, when I crunched the numbers, it said there might be an edge to betting the under. I mean, I'll let you know if I bet it, guys. Maybe I'll combine it. Maybe a PRA line. Maybe a PRA line for Keon Ellis. But another player that I have a positive projection for is Dennis Schroeder of the Cavs, over 11.5 points and assists. I don't have the best. I haven't had the best luck betting on Schroeder over the last couple of seasons, and I didn't bet it for today. But I do feel as though, him coming into that second unit, giving them solid minutes here, 11.5 points and assists. He's coming off of 2 stinkers, guys. I think that could be a bit of an over adjustment from the books here, for a player that's still heavily featured in the rotation. He has been effective in transition. It's just his shot hasn't been falling for the last 2 games. If we get a bit of positive regression here, he could clear this line easily. Another player that I'm looking at, and this is a player that I'm actually considering betting today, is the 6th man for the Magic, Javon Carter. Javon Carter, we're witnessing a sort of revitalization in his career with the Magic here. That's going to extend his career in the league. It didn't work out with the Bulls. They had a million point guards. He seemed to be on his way out of the league. Signs with the Magic, and he's been effective. I mean, since stepping since being featured heavily in the rotation. Javon Carter, his last 3 games haven't been the best, but in terms of the pace that I'm expecting in this game, controlling for that potential tempo, I do think we could see Javon Carter go over 8.5 points, but let me see if we can get it 7.5 on any other books here. You can get 7.5. It's juiced at -130 on PointsBet, -134 on DraftKings. I do like that line a bit better. 8.5 on FanDuel is at +104. I'll let you guys know if I add that as a bet before the game. I'll let you guys know if I add that as a bet before the game starts. Just wanted to bring that to your attention, that I think that, a lot of my projections are matchup dependent, and I do think this is a matchup that could lead to a possible breakout performance for Devin Carter. Sorry, not Devin Carter. I was thinking about the Kings player, Javon Carter. Moving on here. Yeah, even the assist line at 2+, like DC United just said in the chat, could be a decent parlay piece here. Even him to go for 6 points, 5 points on FanDuel, 6 points on other books as an alt line might be worth the chance here. Now, Tristan da Silva has been a revelation for the Magic recently. He's really surged after stinking it up before the All-Star break. Post All-Star break, Tristan da Silva has been much more confident. We're getting back to the elite catch and shoot game from him that we expected to see at the beginning of the season. I had him listed as a player to watch out for, as even a dark horse most improved player candidate. Now that didn't come to fruition, but we are seeing flashes of that prediction post All-Star break. He's still shooting 39% from 3. He was printing money for people for about 2 straight weeks, but now the books are adjusting his lines. I mean, the books were laying 7.5, 8.5 point lines for like 2 weeks. Now we're seeing his points prop line today at 10.5 across major books, even the offshores. So although I do think he has a chance to go for 10+, I have him projected for right around 10 points. I think 10.5 is a bit too rich for me, and I think that I'm priced out there. The pace that I'm expecting, I know that's the big theme in this game for me. It's what I'm hoping for. It's not guaranteed, but that's the theme for me. He could go over. We've seen a ton of chemistry for him between him and Jalen Suggs, between him and Desmond Bane as well. especially when this team makes that extra pass. He's a lethal corner shooter. He's one of the better catch and shoot 3-point shooters in the league, actually, per 100 possessions. He's much more confident recently, but at the same time, the books are now starting to account for that, and I don't think there's any value at over 10.5. And it's obviously also due to the fact that Anthony Black is out. So that's also partially why you're seeing this inflated line today. What else do I have on this list? Just give me 1 second. And let me move on. So yeah, we are rolling with Sam Merrill in this game. That's about it. I do think we could get a decent. Oh, I mean, okay, a parlay piece that I want to put together. I do have Paolo Banchero projected for 4+ assists here on a lower alt line. His line is 4.5 assists. I do think the 4.5 might clear, but 4+ assists maybe in a parlay piece. I think that there's a bigger edge there to maybe combine here, maybe a same game parlay. Maybe we can do something like 4+ assists with Banchero and 25+ points for Mitchell. I think that is a possibility, or maybe 4+ assists with Banchero and maybe 15+ points for Desmond Bane. I think we could see 20+ from Bane in this game. So 4+ assists is from Paolo Banchero is the line that I would target for him. I've already talked about how well he's played recently when I talked about the game winner, my idea for game winner here. So I'm just going to go ahead and list that as a possible. I'll put together a 2-leg parlay for you guys. I'll circle back here in a moment. What I'm going to do is give this Raptors game another look now. We have Brandon Ingram, my Toronto Raptors, on the road after failing to put together an effective offensive performance across the board. Last night against the Houston Rockets, they had a difficult time. The Houston Rockets made a concerted effort to get back in transition and get their defense set. I watched that game in its entirety with you guys. The Rockets were clearly embarrassed after allowing the Spurs to score 145 points against them in the game prior to that. So, it was probably the wrong time to play against the Rockets last night for my hometown Raptors. Now, in this game, the books are starting to respect the Pelicans here. I mean, they're not going to make the postseason, in my opinion. They talk as though they want to try to catch the Blazers for that last play-in tournament spot. They would really have to catch fire. And because of what we heard from their interim head coach, James Borrego, from Zion Williamson, from DeJounte Murray, even on social media, I mean, this is a locker room that is treating every single game as a playoff game because they're not tanking the season away because they have no incentive to do so. If you guys didn't know, the Atlanta Hawks actually own the Pelicans' first-round draft pick this season, which is likely to be a lottery pick. Right now, they're about 10 games behind, 9 or 10 games behind the Blazers for that last play-in tournament spot. So, I mean, they would literally have to go on a win 85% of the rest of their games to really to challenge the Blazers for that last spot. But just know that from an incentive perspective, the Pelicans are taking these games seriously. But at the same, DeJounte Murray has helped them recently as well since returning from being off for a year with a torn Achilles. We've seen a much more aggressive Zion Williamson. Trey Murphy it seems to be back in decent form as well, and the books are starting to give them some respect. I mean, they're only 2.5-point underdogs at home here. This is a Raptors team that has been struggling, but at the same time, this Raptors team has been destroying teams that are under 500. But I just want to say that maybe the context does matter here because this Pelicans team, while they are way below 500, they might not be your average sub 500 team when you look at the pieces that they have that are suddenly healthy. I mean, Zion missed a bit of time this season, so did Trey Murphy. They were without Herb Jones for a while. DeJounte Murray didn't make his season debut until right around the All-Star break. So this is a Pelicans team that's a bit difficult to assess from a point spread perspective because of the season long numbers. The season long numbers they're not useless, but it's difficult to gauge this team just simply looking at their season long numbers. But if you've been watching their games, they have been competitive. This Pelicans team, but as I said, this Raptors team, they do have some decent core to build on going forward. Although they are a bit constricted by the salary cap going forward. Because they've invested in this core, but it's still a young core. But at the same time, this Raptors team really struggles to score the basketball in the fourth quarter. You look at today's game, though, the total is 233.5. The books are definitely expecting a track meet here, even though the Raptors are on the second night of a back-to-back. Brandon Ingram is back in New Orleans, where he played the first, 7 years of his career. He reached vet status in New Orleans before being traded to my hometown Raptors. And just going back to what I said before, the Raptors, after last night's game, they are 1-13 on the money line, I think, against teams that are in the top 8 of net rating this season. And that does include the Houston Rockets. And so the Raptors, the story for them has been that, yes, they had 2 All-Stars this year. Yes, they're going to return to the postseason, likely the playoffs, which is very exciting for this city. But at the same time, they have shown an inability to beat top tier teams, but as I said, they perform very well both on the money line and against the spread against teams that are under 500. So I do have conflicting feelings about this game on the spread. Second night of a back-to-back for the Raptors could be tough for them. They've struggled a bit on the second night of back-to-backs this season, but at the same time, as of right now, the Raptors look like they're going to obviously be in the playoffs, but I mean, anything could happen. I mean, they're not playing well recently. I wouldn't be surprised if the Raptors do make a concerted effort to try to put together a decent performance here across 4 quarters. But the Pelicans, they do have a couple of concerning pieces that really concern me in this game. And I know you guys probably expect me to say Trey Murphy, but I'm actually going to talk about Zion Williamson and DeJounte Murray. I think that they could both have net positive performances in this game. I think we're going to get a higher scoring game. And there is an official bet in this game. Actually, 2 official bets that I'm going to drop for you guys right now in this one. And then I'll explain them. Let me just do that for you. Hit the like button for me as well. Also, I'll check how many likes we have. I'll put the 3 NHL hockey picks for you guys on the board for you right now. Smash the like button. If you're new here, subscribe, and I'll get that on the screen for you in just 3 minutes. Hit the like button for me. Okay, so the first bet that I'm making in this game is DeJounte Murray of the New Orleans Pelicans to go over 5.5 assists. And I'm betting that one to win a half unit, guys. So let me get that on the board for you right now. DeJounte Murray of the Pelicans over 5.5 assists at minus 106 odds on FanDuel. I think there is a significant edge in betting this line. I actually want to bet it for a full unit. I'll let you know if I double up on this one before the game starts. Actually, yeah, I'm going to bet it for 1 full unit, chat. This will be a bigger bet for me. DeJounte Murray makes his return to Myguyknowsaguy, a live NBA betting stream after a year. This is a player that we had success with in prior years. It was sad to see him get hurt. I'm not going to say I'm the biggest fan of this particular player, but he has made me some money in the past, and I've been surprised with how fluid his game has been. His athleticism, his lateral movement defensively. He's been forcing turnovers and getting a ton of potential assists in transition off of those forced turnovers. It's been really impressive to see what a couple of these players like Tatum and Murray have done off of a torn Achilles. You know, as I said, it just speaks volumes about modern medical rehab and surgical research. I mean, just look at the turnaround time. Look at the short length of rehab for these guys. It's just, but yeah, when it comes to the on-court performance today, I am also expecting a bit of a track meet in New Orleans tonight in the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans here. And DeJounte Murray is probably going to benefit from that with his assist count when you look at his potential assists, guys, over his last 3 games, he's recorded 36 potential assists in just his last 3 games. He is one of the more unselfish players in the league. It obviously helps a ton when you're playing with a dynamic rim runner and force in transition like Zion. And I do think that this is we have a decent chance to cash here. Over 5.5 assists for DeJounte Murray, and that is the bet. Wouldn't be surprised if he has more than that. More than 6. But 6 plus or same as over 5.5 for me so far. We got the starting lineup here, so my concerns have been alleviated here. Sam Merrill is not being punished by head coach Kenny Atkinson. He is starting for the Cavs. Jakob Poeltl is available to play for my Raptors here. And let's see. I'm going to go with another bet in this game for you guys. Now, this one's a bit of a popular play here, but because I'm expecting, more possessions for the Raptors as well, they're gonna match this Pelicans pace here. I'm betting on the narrative, guys. I don't always bet on the narrative, but this is a smaller bet though, a half unit bet. But I am betting because he's in a shooting slump. But I am betting on Brandon Ingram of the Toronto Raptors over 21.5 points at -122 odds on FanDuel to win a half unit. I think he's going to be effective today. I think we're going to see more free throw attempts. I also think that he was a bit reserved last night with looking ahead to tonight's game. He looked far too passive for me. Now, obviously, he's known as a chill guy in terms of his body language. But if you guys were watching that game, Raptors-Rockets last night, Brandon Ingram did not look like himself in terms of his aggression. Didn't get to the free throw line. No shot attempts either. It's almost like he was saving something in the tank to put on a show for those fans in New Orleans tonight. I usually don't bet on these sorts of, anecdotal narratives, guys, but tonight I am. Tonight I am. I think tonight, similar to Sam Merrill, I think he breaks out of his slump tonight. All-star Brandon Ingram is what we're going to see tonight. Obviously, I just stepped on the plug of my my light there in the background, but yeah, obviously he's in the middle of a shooting slump, but when you are talking about one of the better scorers in the league, who has been consistent, I'm willing to bet on the track record he showed us before the last 3 games here, and against a team that is still bottom 10 defensively in the Pelicans, I think that he could have his way here. Let's see how it goes. Now, obviously, the Pelicans do have an elite perimeter defender, 2 elite perimeter defenders in Herb Jones and DeJounte Murray. But I still like Brandon Ingram to at least edge over here. We'll probably see more shot attempts, more free throw attempts as well. Let me know if you guys are tailing. If you are, say tailing in the chat. Oh man, let me get that on the screen right now. Here, guys, I have 3 NHL hockey picks here. They're all player props. And I'm going to put them on the screen right now for you guys. The game starts in about 10 minutes, so if you want to share, these are all half unit bets though, so. Yeah, I'm still up about 6 units in the NHL since debuting there for the season last week and last Friday. And there are the picks right there. Okay, yeah, there are the picks. Okay, so there are only 2 games tonight. Tomorrow I'll have tons of NHL bets. I won't waste your time talking about this now. Most of you are here for the NBA. And Christian Dvorak of the first line center of the Philadelphia Flyers, 1+ points tonight, +110 on FanDuel. Alex Ovechkin of the Washington Capitals, they are playing against the Flyers. 1+ point for him at -148 to win a half unit. The first one is risking a half unit. And then I have Noah Dobson of the Montreal Canadiens to record 1 point at +164. I'm risking a half unit there. Best of luck to all of you guys. And let me know if you guys are tailing in the chat. Would love to. I wish you guys the best of luck. Drop those bets. I hope you guys win all of your bets as well, and enjoy these games. Hit the like button for me, and I appreciate everyone that already did. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Only takes 1 second to subscribe and hit the like button. You would be helping my smaller channel grow, and you know, be seen. My work be seen by more people. I'm dedicated to helping you guys win the right way. Obviously, things don't always pan out as we intend, but you know, I have a realistic approach, guys, and I'm here to help you guys win. So subscribe and hit the like button. We'll be doing MLB baseball. We're going to be doing March Madness soon, and nothing will change with my daily live NBA betting stream here all the way until the end of the season. We'll be doing WNBA, all of that, guys. So hey, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Those games do start soon, and best of luck to you. Best of luck to us. Let's keep going. Let's see what happens tonight in the NBA where suspicious lives, guys. Let's see what happens. Let me see if there's anything else I can add here for this Pelicans Raptors game, and then I'll move on. I'm dropping bets tonight, guys. Dropping bets. Sorry, I just have to log back into these two sports books because, you know, they log you out automatically. So just give me a second, guys. Strange night in the league where we don't have we don't have a game at 7 p.m. Eastern window here. Normally we have a game starting now, but not tonight. Okay. Shout out to you guys, and I will jump back into the chat in just a moment to interact with you. Hit the like button for me, and let's continue. Okay. I just had to refresh the lines once more. Other plays that might be worth your time in this game, maybe. When I crunched the numbers earlier, I did take a look at Zion's points as well. Obviously that correlates to what I said about DeJounte Murray and the free-flowing offensive style of game that we're likely to see here. Zion Williamson is a player that I think will probably go for 20 plus points today, maybe over 21 and a half points. Remember, this, in terms of the mindset, it's win now or never for the Pelicans if they're going to catch or make any ground up. As ridiculous as that sounds, I mean, hey, we can't tell these guys how to think. I mean, at least respect to the Pelicans for at least being competitive, right? So they are taking these games very seriously. We have seen Wrecking Ball Zion return to the court over the last 3 games or so. This is a Raptors team that has struggled with their defensive intensity, their defensive discipline as well in the front court. They've been pretty decent on the perimeter, but in the front court, they've lacked defensive discipline just a bit here, let their guard down. And Zion definitely is one of the unique talents in the league that has the skill set to really take advantage of that here. Would not be surprised if 20 plus cashes for Zion or over 21 and a half here. And another sneaky bet might be an alt line for 6+ assists for Emmanuel Quickley on the Raptors side of things. I do have a solid projection on that line as well, but we are going to leave it at that. 2 official bets for this game. No pick on the spread. We are going to move on to the Knicks Jazz game. I've already bet that game, and let's see what we can do on the prop side of things. Now, I'll let you know, I'm probably not going to target any of these Jazz players for player props, but I will at least take another look now. I did look at them earlier, and now that we know that Josh Hart is doubtful, he is not likely to play. And we're still waiting for the Keontae George news, chat. We're still waiting for the Keontae George news. As of now, he is still questionable. So, I do think that the front office was probably like, damn, after they won against the Golden State Warriors the other day in improbable fashion, after benching Keontae George for the entire fourth quarter. That was a game that the Jazz front office did not want to win. The disgraceful front office of the Utah Jazz. They tried every trick in the book that day, and they still won the game. Ace Bailey with an illness, Isaiah Collier with an illness, benching Keontae George for the entire fourth quarter. They weren't incentivized to win that game. So when you look at today's game, yes, Josh Hart does add a dynamic, dynamic value to this Knicks offense and defense, especially in transition. I mean, words can't, really describe how effective he's been for this team in terms of the on-off stats. But at the same time, I do think that they're gonna go full tank today, the Utah Jazz, and they could really lose this game by like 30, guys. I would not be surprised if we see that. We're going to see a Knicks team coming off of 2 losses against 2 far better teams in LA. 2 games that they wanted to win. Obviously, they were much more competitive against the Clippers, but and this is the 3rd game in 4 days for the Knicks. That's probably why Josh Hart is likely to sit here due to the wear and tear. But I still believe that the perimeter defensive personnel that they have with Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, those 2 players are going to be the X factor today. OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, guys, they're going to probably be defensive menace today to this Utah Jazz team and force a ton of turnovers. This is a Jazz team that's really struggled with ball security as well. Even though, Isaiah Collier has been a revelation, when he does get rest, this team does fall off dramatically in terms of their assist to turnover ratio. Let's see what happens today. By all accounts, Isaiah Collier is probably going to play today. But at the same time, there are levels to this, and I do think that the Knicks are going to destroy the Utah Jazz today. That's why I went ahead and laid the points. 14.5 on the road. It's a big enough line to put a lot of people off of this game, but I do think that the Knicks are going to blow these guys out tonight in Utah. So let's see what we can do here in terms of the player props, and let me just refresh the lines. 1 second, guys. Okay, on the Knicks side of things, I think we're going to get a decent performance from OG Anunoby offensively here. He is probably going to be a definitive X factor in this game on both sides of the court. He's been a workhorse for this Knicks team. He has a distinct matchup edge. They can't stop him. This Jazz perimeter defense is horrible, although they do have a couple of G League caliber players that have punched above their weight. And they also have a couple of dynamic athletes in Ace Bailey and Bryce Sensabaugh, but they're a bit inexperienced. OG Anunoby is a player that I wouldn't be surprised if he goes over his points line in this game. Nothing for me for Jalen Brunson, and it's the same reason why I didn't bet on OG Anunoby. I do think that this could be one of those games where the Knicks starters, where their services are not really needed in the fourth quarter, giving more value towards the under here. I actually think there could be value in spraying a few of these unders on key offensive prop lines for the New York Knicks, guys. And if Keontae George plays, he could have an impact here, but the books have really been playing around with his lines, and the coaching staff has been playing with the psyche of the betting public with Keontae George. And yeah, I would not be surprised if he goes under once again, actually. But there could be a bit of trickery here. There's a ton of uncertainty with Keontae George. It seems like it's almost a bit too easy. He's continually tricked the public over the last couple of games, and I think that like in terms of going over when everyone thinks he's going under and going under when everyone thinks he's going over, there could be a bit of gamesmanship here from the Utah Jazz coaching staff. I'm hoping he sits, but at the same time, let me look elsewhere. Now, Landry Shamet is projected to start here. The starting lineup is not out for the New York Knicks because they did not announce the status of Josh Hart yet. He is doubtful, so he's probably going to sit. Injury issues for a couple of seasons, but he is in some of the best form of his career in terms of his offensive efficiency, especially from range. So I wouldn't be surprised if Landry Shamet goes over again. Actually, Karl Anthony Towns is the one piece, you know, that they truly don't have an answer for. The And I just want to let you guys know about my free Discord server. I'm pinning it in the chat right now. Oh yeah, I'm just realizing what you guys said about the connection, the stability of my connection. So I just reset it, but let me know if you guys can see and hear me. I hope you guys heard what I said over the last few minutes. If not, I hope I wasn't talking to myself, but let me know if you guys can hear me and see me in the chat. You can hear me now? Okay. I said I'm going to move on to the Hornets. Yeah, that's unfortunate, guys. So it's good. Okay, yeah. That's unfortunate. We had like 230 people watching. And yeah, now the views have plummeted. What's the last thing you guys heard me say? You guys heard me talk about the Knicks and Karl Anthony Towns and stuff? Or did it cut out before them? Or did you guys not hear anything I said about the Knicks game at all? Yeah. What's the last thing you guys heard me say? It cut out before the Knicks? Oh, Norm said you were talking about Josh Hart being doubtful? And Keontae George, okay. So you guys heard some of what I said. Did you guys hear me talk about how I think some of the players might go under for the Knicks because of a potential blowout? Just want to know. And either way, I'll get back to it now. Apologies, guys. And we just got news that Keontae George is playing. Okay, it should be working now. Just let me know. Final confirmation chat. Is the stream working? Give me a final confirmation in the chat. Yep, it's working okay. So what I said is that I'm moving on to the Hornets game now, and they just said that Keontae George is playing, by the way. So yeah, there's that. But also I'm moving on to the Hornets Kings game now, and I actually have 3 bets for you guys in this game. So I'm going to get all 3. I'm going to put all the odds may have shifted just slightly. I bet these at the beginning of the stream, but I bet all 3 of these in the Hornets Kings game tonight, and I feel pretty confident about these 3 bets. And another thing that I was saying is that you still have time to tail my NHL bets if you are interested in tailing, of course. If not, I understand. But the 3 NHL picks for hockey, they start in about 13 minutes. So you do have time there. My 3 bets in the Hornets game are Charlotte Hornets minus 13.5 to win 1 unit. Kon Knueppel of the Hornets to go over 18.5 points minus 125 to win 1 unit. And Moussa Diabate of the Hornets to go over 18.5 points and rebounds combined to win a half unit. So the Moussa Diabate bet is a smaller bet. And I'll break down why. And I'll let you guys know what else I like in this game. So I will break down why in just a moment. Give me 1 second, chat. Okay, yeah, the connection is stable. So, if that happens again, you guys can just let me know. And we're going to break down this Hornets game briefly. Hey, welcome back, Flack. Godlike player, Nasir as well. Welcome back, fam. Andre Brooks, Norman Powell Collector, welcome back. Flack said, do you think Anthony Black being out for the Magic makes a difference? It'll make a difference with the perimeter defense, and also we might see a bit of a faster game here. That's my opinion. Welcome back, brother. Why is this logging me out? Okay, we're ready. We are ready. So we are talking about one of the worst teams in all of North American professional sports here in the Sacramento Kings. No Malik Monk tonight, no Devin Carter. They've been playing pretty well. No Russell Westbrook either. I think they're going to be outmatched. Yes, they still have DeRozan, Maxime Reynaud, Precious Achiuwa. Precious Achiuwa, he's been a handful recently for certain teams. But at the same time, I do think that the lack of perimeter defense, particularly with Devin Carter being out, I think that in aggregate, eventually this Hornets team is going to blow this Kings out tonight. They're going to blow them out of the arena. And when you look at this Hornets team, they've dipped a bit here over the last 2 games. In terms of their offensive efficiency, it is the second night of a back-to-back for both teams. But this Hornets team is still forcing a ton of turnovers. They have a ton of size on the perimeter that's going to overwhelm this Kings team, in my opinion. And I think that we could see another, after being maybe slowing down just a bit for about 2 games here, I think we really could see another big-time breakout 3-point performance from this Hornets team tonight. I actually think they're going to tear the Kings to shreds. Hold on, though. I have more info on this game. This Kings team, even though they're coming off of a decent performance, but it was against the Pacers. The Pacers did not want to win that game. They benched all their starters at the end of the game. It was a rare opportunity for the Kings to be favored. But either way, in aggregate, This Kings team does not get to the free throw line often. Over their last 5 games, they're 29th in the NBA in offensive efficiency. They're resting random players today. That's not going to help them, especially on the perimeter. I mean, we're talking Lamelo Ball, Kon Knueppel, Brandon Miller here. I mean, those 3 players are probably going to have big time games, but I actually think Lamelo and Kon Knueppel are going to destroy these guys today. They have definitive matchup edges in this game. Lamelo with his assists and just distribution. If the Hornets decide to push the pace here, guys, they could really win this game by like 25 points. Seriously. And that's what I want to see from them. They got trapped yesterday playing a sort of slower game that the Portland Trailblazers wanted to play, and they almost gave it away. The Hornets tonight against a team that's that's not incentivized to win, that's missing premier talent on the perimeter. They are going to struggle. This Kings team, even if they're competitive for about a quarter, I think that they're eventually going to get blown out tonight. Fading the Jazz. I'm fading the Kings tonight. What else here? Yeah, Kon Knueppel is a player that, even if the game does get out of hand, he's a player that we've seen this Hornets coaching staff still leave him out there. They still leave him out there. Because at the end of the day, even though he is an amazing player, he's still a rookie. They're still trying to develop him, even though, in my opinion, he's the best rookie in the NBA. So we've seen them go up by 25, 30 points, and he is still in the game. And also, when you think of the last night after the game, their head coach, Charles Lee, he specifically talked about how they almost gave that game away because of the lack of ball movement. He was talking about his Hornets team. He didn't call them out, but him just saying that verbally lets me know that that is going to be a point of emphasis today. And when we get a free-flowing, unselfish style of basketball from this Hornets team, Kon Knueppel definitely benefits from that. He's going to let it fly. 20 plus for Kon Knueppel today. I went for over 18.5 on FanDuel, and I'm betting it to win a full unit. And I also think the Hornets blow these guys out tonight. I'm not betting any of these Sacramento Kings players to go over any of their prop lines in this game. The only one that I would look at is Precious Achiuwa, but the books have started to really adjust his lines. I mean, we cashed a couple of times early this season. It's unthinkable now, guys. We cashed a couple of times early this season with Precious Achiuwa at 6.5 points. I mean, now we're seeing 13.5 up to 15.5 points on certain nights with Precious because he plays so many minutes now. But at the same time, he went under 2 games in a row. I don't think I'm gonna back any of these Kings players, but if I did, it would be Precious Achiuwa. Moussa Diabate, I bet him. It's a smaller bet, over 18.5 points and rebounds. It's a smaller bet. But I do think that he is going to take advantage of a team in the Kings that has not been disciplined in their front court defensively and as a rim runner. And it also correlates to my expectation for more crisp ball movement. And generally, Kon Knueppel and Moussa Diabate really do they do benefit when their teammates refrain from playing ISO ball. Tonight, they're going to go into Sacramento in the Golden One Center and handle business tonight, guys. I truly believe so, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Best of luck if you're tailing, and if you're not, I hope you enjoy the game. Let's see. And we are going to look at a couple other players in this game. Although I'm pretty much maxed out for this particular game. The only other bet that I want, I haven't been betting on LaMelo, but there might be an edge in betting him at over 7.5 assists in this game. But I'm not going to do it. I'm actually going to move on from this game and move on to the game between the Rockets and the Nuggets. Hit the like button for me as well, everyone. I appreciate you. If you're still here, I truly appreciate you. Also, everyone in the chat, subscribe to the channel, and importantly, click the link in the chat right now and join my free Discord group chat. My free Discord chat, guys, it's in the chat right now. It's pinned. Join the conversation, connect with me and so many other bright minds, guys. It's a free Discord group chat for sports betting. Welcome to the community. Just like Expert Fire said, this is the NBA where suspicious lives. So yeah, go down there and join if you guys have 5 seconds to do so. But make sure you verify because I am going to be hosting another NBA picks contest for you guys with a free cash prize. The date is to be determined, but make sure you guys join and make sure only people that are active in the chat will be eligible and will be invited. So make sure you guys do that. We're going to be running it back with another NBA picks contest. Shout out to everyone that's already in there. Let's get back to the picks. And okay, so I think I'm gonna have maybe about 2 more picks here. Two more NBA picks. Just want to say thank you so much for that super chat donation, Tasha. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Best of luck for that to you and everyone else in the chat. Thanks for that kind gesture. So kind of you. And thanks for supporting all of us here in the community and just being so kind and so real. Thank you so much, Tasha. Best of luck to you always. I truly appreciate you. And welcome back to the chat, VinHQ. Thank you so much, Tasha. Welcome back, VinHQ, F7 Forever, Expert Fire, Akira, Cleveland, Norm, Jay Darby, Nasir. You guys are dropping bets. I see you. Best of luck. 3-leg parlay for Jay Darby. Ryan Kalbrenner, 5+ rebounds. Charlotte Hornets -9.5 on the alt line. And Maxime Reynaud, 15+ points, plus 408. Best of luck to you, Jay Darby, and I hope you cash, brother. I might tail too, man. Let's keep it rolling. Norm in the chat said Maxime Reynaud over 9.5 rebounds and assists. Best of luck to you. Welcome to the community. And welcome back, Digital Print House. Hope you're having a great day. Godlike player. Nasir as well. Yeah, Dean Wade's been playing well. I'm not betting him today, but today's a Sam Merrill day for me. But Dean Wade has been playing well. He cashed for us on Sunday. Best of luck, brother. And everyone else here. Chase in the chat. Cedric Smith, Mo92, Frank, Chirp, Rabbit, welcome back. Bank of Dennis, Bruce Wayne. I see you guys. So I'm going to get into this Nuggets game. Before this Cavs Magic game tips off. Because I do want to put something together for assists. Actually, this might be a good time to do it. Let me see if I can put that, because I don't want to, I want to bet on Paolo Banchero's assists at 4+. And let me see if I can put together a quick 2-leg parlay for you guys right now. Okay, so Banchero, 4+ assists. Let me see if I can put that together with Lamelo Ball, 6+ assists later on. How does that sound? If the pay is right. It pays -119 on FanDuel. I do like this bet. Should I go with a third leg? Should I go with a third leg? Welcome back, Crystal. Hope you're having a great day as well. One of the absolute real ones, Quay Jones too. Tyler, authorized. Welcome back. Hit the like button for me, guys. I appreciate you. I think I think hold on. I might just bet Banchero assist by itself. I might just bet Banchero assist by itself, chat. Nah, I'll roll with 4. 2-leg parlay, guys. It's minus 119 on FanDuel, but obviously, and I'm just gonna bet it. Two leg player prop parlay here. Paolo Banchero of the Magic. The game is about to start in about 7 minutes. 4+ assists, and Lamelo Ball 6+ assists later. And those NHL bets are starting now, so best of luck to all. If you're tailing, did anyone tail me in the NHL tonight? So we are ready to roll in the Magic Cavs game. I just placed a 2-leg parlay. It's minus 119 to win a half unit. Usually I do put out plus money parlays, but not right now. So maybe later, but right now Paolo Banchero 4+ assists and Lamelo Ball 6+ assists. Chat. I'll be back in 60 seconds. We also just got word that Josh Hart is out. The New York Knicks beat reporters are saying that Josh Hart is out. Underdog will probably update that any moment. And I'll be back in 60 seconds, chat. Subscribe and hit the like button for me. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere just yet. We'll watch at least the beginning of this this Cavs Magic game. And I'm back. I'm back. Thank you for patiently waiting. Let me help you guys get ready for these next couple of games. We do have a game that's tipping off in just a moment between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Orlando Magic. Should be an interesting game. I'll stick around for as long as I can to live bet these games. Yeah, I might just have to leave a couple of bets with you guys and possibly return tomorrow because I just have to let you guys know I do have somewhere to be at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern, which is in an hour and 20 minutes. So, and I have to sort of get ready before I go. Usually I'm here every night during the NBA season, but tonight I did have something planned, and yeah, it's just one of those. It's just one of those days. But I'll be here for as long as I can. I'll give you guys at least 2 more bets here, and tomorrow we're gonna go back to normal. I'm gonna be on for 5-6 hours live betting all evening with you guys tomorrow. So drop those bets in the chat. Welcome back, said THC Jack, Norm, Flack, Cleveland, Nasir. Best of luck, guys. Best of luck, guys, and everyone that's not in my free Discord. I would like to see all of you guys in there, man. Click the link in the chat and join the free Discord and join the conversation there, even when I'm out of the house. So, Jeter Track, welcome back. And, yeah. So, yeah, Nuggets, Rockets. And I'll get the scoreboard on the screen right now. The game is starting as we speak, so I'll just do that while I talk about the Nuggets-Rockets game. I probably have 1, maybe 2 bets in this game. I have 1 for sure, so I'll share it with you guys in just a moment. I do appreciate you guys for being here. Always remember, you guys are the ones. You guys make this stream what it is. It's been an absolute, really fun time. You know, all season long, guys. It does get tiring at times just from a physical perspective, but at the same time, I truly enjoy watching these games with you. You guys make these streams what they are every single day, all season, man. It's been so much fun. So let's keep it going. And the playoffs, we're going to ascend to new heights in the playoffs, guys. Can't wait. So this game is tipping off any minute now. Any moment now, I should say. Should be tipping off in just a couple of seconds, actually. I'll leave that scoreboard on the screen for you, and we will see if we can add a couple of live bets earlier, even at least 1. But for now, let me just refresh these lines. Also, Keontae George is playing, guys, for the Jazz. Okay, so the Rockets are actually 7.5-point favorites here. This is a Nuggets team that did not play yesterday. The Rockets played a pretty competitive game against the Raptors, although they handled their business, especially defensively in that game. We saw another game against a team above 500 from the Raptors where they weren't able to really compete. But this Rockets team is on the second night of a back-to-back, going up there in the highly publicized altitude. Now, we've seen some very contentious games, extremely competitive games, almost bitter games between these two teams this season and last season. A couple of controversial games as well. I'm not sure these teams actually like each other very much, but at the same time, it is very telling that the Nuggets are 7.5-point favorites here. When you look at the Rockets, their offense has struggled against some of the better teams in the league. This is a Nuggets team that obviously has Jokic. Jamal Murray is probable. Evo, I still like it. Kon Knueppel. I still like it. Tasha left. Have a great night, Tasha. And thank you so much for that super chat. Have a great night. Best of luck. I hope you crush it with all your bets. Hope to see you in the Discord as well. Enjoy your night. I'm just scrolling back and seeing. But yeah, I mean, this Rockets team still has enough athleticism to really hang with this Nuggets team. This Nuggets, for the Nuggets, their defensive efficiency has been literally bottom 7 in the league for the last 30 days. But they are getting healthy all of a sudden. They have reinforcements now with Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson. They're pretty much just missing Peyton Watson now, which is a big piece for them. He was a most improved player candidate for the first 2 months of the season. This Nuggets team, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder just a bit here. Although there is a bit of a balancing act. They lost in stunning fashion when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hit that step back 3 in that regular season classic the other day on Monday. An absolutely electric game between Nikola Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the reigning MVP. The NBA game is on, by the way, guys. So far, first basket was Desmond Bane, 2 points for Bane, assisted by Jalen Suggs. And now we're ready to watch some basketball. But hold on, I'm going to drop a bet in this, at least one in this Rockets game. Let me just fit this so you can see it. And I think that's good for now. Bang! Sorry, I just had to say it. Sam Merrill with a 3, chat. Let's go. He couldn't buy a bucket the other day. Let's go. Let's go. Sam Merrill hits a 3. I mean, he just probably needs to see one, fall. Assisted by James Harden. Hopefully the script continues to unfold that I laid out for you guys. All we can do is hope. We are getting a bit some open floor. The game's opening up a bit. James Harden scored, Desmond Bane scored, and then Donovan Mitchell scored. So three layups consecutively. It's an and one for Donovan Mitchell though. And did anyone tail Sam Merrill? That is a good start. Anything can happen though, but that is a good start. Let's get back to what I was saying about the Nuggets game. So yeah, let me just cut to the chase. The bet that I placed here is another player. You guys thought Sam Merrill was not popular here on the stream these days. Well, how about Alperen Sengun? I bet on Alperen Sengun of the Rockets over 23.5 points and assists combined. And I bet it to win a full unit. I'm just sharing what I bet. Chat. So let me know if you guys are tailing. Alperen Sengun of the Houston Rockets over 23.5 points and assists combined. We have the first assist of the game for our parlay with Paolo Banchero. Chat. He just assisted Jalen Suggs on that shot there, on that floater. And we have one assist from Banchero. 10-8 lead for the Cavs after 2 minutes here. About 3.5 minutes, I should say. Yeah, so I bet Sengun, and I'll tell you why. I just got distracted by the fact that the game tipped off, and I'm probably going to get the game on in front of me to watch it here with you guys. You guys watching it live, Cavs Magic? So yeah, I'm undecided with the spread here. with the Nuggets Rockets game. Yeah, the Nuggets, they're gonna make a concerted effort to really to create some separation against this Rockets team. The spread is very telling as well. You know, it could be a situation where the books are trying to bait people into taking that big line with the Rockets. But at the same time, it's largely due to the context. They are adjusting for the context here, which is the second night of a back-to-back, playing against the Nuggets team, coming off a loss, and also in the altitude of the mountains of Colorado, the Denver area. But either way, no bet on the spread for me in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a higher scoring game, though, largely due to the pace that we've seen from this Nuggets team. Would not be surprised if we see points in this one. And in terms of the projections, yeah, I like Sengun's points. I like Sengun's assists. I think we have an edge on both, so I went ahead and combined it at 23.5, and that's the bet for tonight. The other projection that I had, but I don't have a good track record betting this player. I don't think I've actually possibly ever bet on him, is Christian Braun. I think Christian Braun of the Nuggets might go for 10 plus points in this game, but I did not bet that. Nothing for me on the star players, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray. We are still waiting on the Jamal Murray news. Tristan da Silva and one. I talked about how he emerged over the last few weeks. Also, 7 quick points for Donovan Mitchell. He's on the thumbnail of the stream. I said it might be a Donovan Mitchell night. Watch out for him. So you guys did hear all of the projections before the game. Talked about them at length. And Tristan da Silva converts the 3-point play. And no, nothing from Mobley yet. Nothing from Mobley yet. Oh yeah, Mobley scored. I missed it. I need to get the game on. I missed it. Mobley scored. When did he score though? Yeah, he did score at the beginning. He was the first player for the Cavs to score. He wasn't the first basket. It was Bane, but Mobley did score. It was an and one, and but he missed the free throw, so he has 2 points. 1 assist for Sam Merrill. Chat. Now we have a 3 from James Harden. We're getting tons of points here. I did say we're going to see a track meet in Orlando. This is a small sample size today, but it's a small sample size so far. It's only been 5.5 minutes. But I did say that the Magic, they've been pushing the pace. It's gone contrary to the identity that they've built over the last 2 seasons. They've shifted their offensive philosophy since the All-Star break. Hit the like button for me as well, guys. Let's get to 200 likes before I leave. We still have 200 something people watching, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. Help me out with the stream and hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll probably drop one more bet now in this Clippers Timberwolves game. Remember, I do have somewhere to be in about an hour. Usually I'd stay throughout the night, but we'll get back to normal tomorrow. 6-hour stream tomorrow, guys. Just like normal. But today, I'm going to have to go soon. So shout out to the real ones. If you want to chat with us while the NBA games are on, literally all night in the Discord, click the free Discord. It's in the chat right now, guys. You will not regret it. You will not regret it. Timeout Magic here. Timeout Magic. Okay, let me just send something out. Yeah, 2 files on Mobley. Keep an eye out for that. Okay, guys, I do have a good feeling about tonight. But unfortunately, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to leave you guys with one bet now, though, for the Clippers game. I'm going to leave you guys with a bet for the Clippers game now. Just give me 1 second. I have somewhere to be in an hour. I had plans today. Tomorrow, we're going to go back to normal. We've been doing this every day since, November 1st. And, pretty much been inside every night. That's generally how I like it. But I'm going to have to leave the house in about an hour, and I have to get ready before I go. But either way, I'm going to leave you guys with another bet. Big shout out to the real ones out there. You guys are the absolute realists. Sharpest chat on earth, and it's not even close. So Donovan Mitchell gets a rest here. Jalen Tyson enters the game. Mitchell usually leaves after the first time out, and then for just a couple of minutes, and then he comes back in before the end of the first quarter, just so you know. That's what they've been doing for about 2 months now with their rotations. And yeah, we do have 2 fouls on Evan Mobley early. Jalen Suggs at the free throw line. He got fouled while attempting a three-pointer. Okay, the bet, Evan Mobley's still in the game. This next bet is heavily juiced, but I still like it, chat. So, I don't care. I bet it. And let me just see if you guys can still get comparable odds. It's in the Clippers Timberwolves game. Yeah, you can still get it. I'm running it back with Jaden McDaniels. Over 12 and a half points of the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. Jaden McDaniels over 12 and a half points, minus 128 odds on FanDuel to win a half unit. 2 assists for Banchero, chat. Two assists for Banchero. Bang! Sam Merrill, 2 threes in the first 6 minutes. Let's go, chat. You guys heard what I said, so let me know if you guys are tailing Jaden McDaniels. Over 12 and a half points, minus 128 odds. And yeah, sharpest chat on earth. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll be in the Discord. Click the link. Gonna be heading out soon. And now Sam Merrill just hit a layup. So would that not be like poetic if Sam Merrill would have cashed in the first quarter If he hits one more basket from the field, he could cash in the first quarter. Tristan Da Silva's on fire as well. Yeah, I am going out for dinner, guys, and I will see you guys in the free Discord before I go and after I return. So big shout out to you guys. I do have a good feeling about tonight. You guys are the absolute realest, the sharpest chat on earth. Much love to every single one of you, especially the people that believe in me. I believe in you as well. Let's continue to support each other. Don't chase your losses. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. Always be responsible with your sports betting. Tomorrow we are going to, and we just cashed one of the NHL bets as well. Thanks a lot for the update, Andre Brooks. We just cashed with Alex Ovechkin in the NHL. So we're trying to go 3-0 in the NHL. Tomorrow I'm going to have an entire list of NHL picks in my free in my newsletter, guys. Frenzyforecast.com. I have to go. Much love to every single one of you guys. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose out here. The absolute best is yet to come. If you guys don't mind, hit the like button for me. This is not normal. I usually stay in live bet the games throughout the slate, but today is one of those days, and I am going to have to go. Much love to every single one of you. Best of luck. I hope you... Oh, what'd you say, King 27? Why do you think the Hornets can beat the Kings by at least 14 points? King 27, I would elaborate there, but I already did. And I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. I talked about that game for a few minutes, and I'm betting on the Hornets to stomp these guys today. But if you don't agree, I hope you enjoy the game regardless, brother. And thank you so much for all the support, guys. Have a great night. See you guys next time. And just remember, no matter what happens today or any day, the absolute best is yet to come. If you have that mindset, good things will happen, guys. The best is yet to come. Subscribe, hit the like button. I'll see you guys in the Discord. See you.